All right, all right, all right, all right. I should be live and direct on multiple channels right now. Yep, working on figuring this out. So if you're watching this live, I got it on TikTok. We're streaming live on Facebook. We're streaming live on YouTube. All right, on two YouTube channels, on Facebook and on TikTok. And we're gonna see how this goes. All right. I'm gonna talk a little bit today about some ideas while I'm testing some of the software out. And we're going to see what this does. Okay, we're going to see how this goes. All right. Yep, we're going to see how it goes. If you're coming into the room, I want to welcome you to the room. Say thanks for stopping by. All right, guys. What I'm doing today in here, I'm just really testing out some software. I'm streaming live on TikTok, live on Facebook, and live on two YouTube channels. And what I'm doing is I'm just really trying to test out some of my software today. But I also want to talk to you guys about some opportunity, man. You guys, if you've been following me, depending on where you're looking at this at, you know that I'm in the process of getting ready to pivot my business. I'm moving from a reseller of vintage clothing to getting ready to divest myself of that inventory and move into doing more of TikTok shop affiliate program, and to also get off into doing product reviews. And yeah, yeah, and I'm excited about it. I'm excited about it. It's going to be a transition, but it's one that I welcome because I've been buying and selling vintage clothing, man, for years, and I've been wanting to get out of that business because of the amount of time that I have to spend outsourcing. And so I have been looking at affiliate marketing. I have been looking at what they call UGC, user generated content, and I have been trying to figure out a way to make it work, right? And guys, when I say I think I stumbled on the right thing and stumbled on the solution, I think I've done it. I think I've done it. From my research, there's a lot of money. There's a lot of money out there in the TikTok Shop affiliate program. First of all, last year they generated over $32 billion inside of that marketplace. Okay, and 9 billion of it was from the United States alone. Now you really have to think about that, because when you really go in there and look at it, they're not doing a lot of advertising, they're not doing a lot of promotions or anything like that. This is just when you go in and you look at that feed, okay, on a day by day basis. I was up all night researching, looking at different lives. When you go in there and you look at either you click on the live tab or your For You tab, depending on how you've looked at it. But what you're going to see, man, is you're going to see a lot of people in there selling. And it's a reason why a lot of them are selling, all right, through the TikTok Shop affiliate program, is because there's a lot of money in it. There's a lot of money in it, guys. When you go do your research, $32 billion was generated inside of the TikTok Shop last year. $32 billion. And over 9 billion of that was from the US alone. And so what that tells me is there is a huge opportunity. And when I was in there doing my research, like I said, I spent about 4 hours in there alone last night, all in the morning, just looking at different streams. And you had people in there selling everything from like nutritional products. They were selling apparel, clothing, tools, cameras, all kind of different things. And this is the thing that I've been telling everybody, all right, since they accepted me in the program and I was able to get in and see some things from the other end is that I believe this is one of the biggest opportunities out there. Okay. This is one of the biggest opportunities out there where you take content creation. All right. You take you doing content and you marry that with affiliate marketing. And now let's talk about this a little bit, because this is something, I've been thinking about. See, in the past, I had always knew about affiliate marketing. I can go out there and I could sign up as an affiliate for like a piece of software, for like a course, a service, or something like that, and I get paid. But I wasn't really hip on affiliate marketing when it came to physical products until I started looking at the TikTok Shop affiliate program, and I say, okay, this makes sense. Because in my business, in my e-commerce business, I have to go out and I have to buy my inventory. I have to go out and source it first of all. Then I have to purchase it. Then I have to bring it back site to my warehouse. Then I have to take pictures, measure it, grade it, and then upload it to my Shopify store, my eBay store, and sell it. All right, but with the TikTok Shop affiliate program, what I've seen with that is you didn't have to do that. All you had to do was enter into that relationship with TikTok, and you have the ability now of going out and selling thousands and thousands of different types of products on top of one of the world's biggest social media platforms. And you didn't have to invest or hold any inventory. And I said, okay, this makes a lot of sense. All right. But then when I looked at it, it even got more exciting when I started looking at the live aspect of it. Because there's really three ways you can do it, guys. One is by going live, and that's its own monster, its own opportunity there, figuring out the whole live selling thing. But I think it's one of the most powerful ways to sell, right? But the other way was making pre-recorded video, where you go in and you're not live, and you make your pre-recorded video, you edit it, then you upload it in the hopes of maybe hitting a viral video, right? And that's where you'll see like these people, they go viral and they're doing hundreds of thousands and millions of views, and it's crazy. Now, I was doing some research last night and I ran into a lady, and TikTok, you guys won't be able to see this because I won't be able to share my screen, but I'm gonna try to do it for all the other platforms because I can share my screen on there. But I ran across a lady yesterday. I was doing some research, and and this lady, she's a TikTok Shop affiliate, and she's what you call a brand ambassador too for some different brands. But the lady, she generated $55,000 in her portion in take home profits inside the TikTok Shop affiliate program last month. And so I went in and I was looking at her page, her shop and her feed, and I was looking at a lot of her videos. And basically, this is what she do. All right, first of all, she's not a small woman, she's not a big woman. All right, and I like to try to call her like a small plus size woman. Okay, and she does apparel, and it looked like she might do like accessories every now and then, but it's mostly apparel. And it looks like she does everything from dresses, she do tops, she do pants, she do bags and things like this. And pretty much she'll spend her time on her feeds just showing clothing that she's trying on, right? And then all these women, they come to her feed and they buy. And then I was going through some of her pre-recorded videos and I was looking at it, trying to see what kind of price points she was doing. And a lot of the dresses were like 20, 30, $40. They weren't real expensive. Some of the stuff was like 10 or $15. But she was generating enough volume, guys. And when I looked at it, it was in the month of March. It was in the month of March when I looked at it. And in the month of March, she had generated right at 56,000 in commissions. Okay, when I looked at the report, which is crazy when you think about it. And she was not selling electronics, she was not selling nutritional products, she was not selling beauty. And you know, beauty is one of the biggest categories on TikTok shops. But she was selling regular apparel, just dresses and things like that. And so what that did was that just reconfirmed to me that they're selling anything and everything. Last year, according to Google, TikTok Shop did $32 billion in volume. 32 billion. And over 9 billion of that was done in the US alone. Okay. And so when you think about that, you got to think, okay, well, TikTok took a portion of that because they charge these vendors a fee. All right. But then the vendors took a portion of it. They took profits. But guess who else took a portion of it? The affiliates. Okay. The affiliates took a portion of it. And I looked at it and I said, okay, well, man, this is a very, very lucrative business model. And when you go do the research on it, you see this trending, right? You don't see this dying, you see it trending. And what I mean by that is that I heard that eBay is getting ready to do the same thing. I heard that YouTube is working on something. I even heard that Jeff Bezos is trying to buy TikTok. But this whole content game and marrying that with what we call social commerce. And in this case, just to keep it simplified, affiliate marketing, where a company will pay you to go out and find them customers. Now, in the TikTok Shop affiliate program, I like it a lot because this is what I like about it. Okay, again, I have a small warehouse in my base where I buy and sell vintage apparel. Okay, I have to go invest the money into items that I have to source. I have to clean it. I have to bring it back on site, measure it, grade it, take pictures, and then upload it to my stores. All right. With TikTok affiliate, I don't have to do that. Once you get accepted into the TikTok Shop affiliate program, there's a couple things, all right, that you have to do. One is whenever you're looking at a feed and you see somebody selling something on TikTok, all you have to do is click down on that button down there where you can buy it at, and there'll be another window come up once you're in the program. And it'll tell you how much commission you would pay if you were to sell that item. Okay. It would talk to you about the details of the ordering. Okay, how much is shipping, what is the delivery schedule, and things like that. And then all you have to do if you want to sell that item is just push that button, and then you'll see a little icon kind of jump and go to the other side, and that goes inside of what they call your showcase, your queue. Then at any given time, you can start selling that item, right? Now, what people do on the TikTok Shop affiliate program once they get in, most of the vendors have where you can request free samples from them. So that's why you'll see, like on the videos, a lot of the influencers have bags, they call it hauls, where they have all this free merch. So that's another benefit of getting in the program, okay? That you can get free items, but you'll request free samples. All right, but now if you want to get started faster, what you'll do is you'll take a little money and you'll invest in probably about 3 to 5 products that you're going to want to review. That's what I did. I had 3 of them already here that I had bought for myself anyway. All right, and then when I got accepted in the program, I said, okay, I'll just run with those 3, and then I started ordering me more. Okay, so when I get done, I'm gonna have 10. I'm gonna have 10 here on site. All right. Then what you do is what I've been doing. I'm just gonna tell you guys what I've been doing. I jumped in and I started doing research. I started jumping in and I started hitting that live button at the top and then the for you button. And then I started teaching the algorithm how to serve me what I wanted to see. So every time I got to somebody selling something via the TikTok Shop affiliate program, you see them because it look like the little home shopping network. They be standing there. They have all their marketing stuff up there. They have their little product and stuff. I would go in and I would like it. I would double heart it. All right. So I could teach the algorithm to send that to me. And then what I've been doing for the last couple of days is just watching. I've been watching everybody's feed. I've been watching to see how many people are in the room. I've been watching to see what they're selling it for, what kind of deals they're giving, and just watching how they present it. Then I'm watching the comments, and I'm going and seeing how many items are selling on that live. Because once you get inside the TikTok Shop affiliate program, you can see how many items that particular live broadcaster is selling. Okay, so doing the research now, what I've learned is that you don't have to go out here and reinvent the wheel. You can go to the platform, you can see the top selling items, right? You can see the top selling items. Now, true enough, it's going to be hyper competitive on those items. But there is a thing out there that they call top funnel, bottom funnel. Top funnel are when people find a hot item, they create a viral video and it goes out and do hundreds of thousands and millions of views and people buy. All right, bottom of funnel means that not everybody who's seen that hot video, that popular video is going to buy. Some of those people are not, but they're going to constantly get bombarded with these videos. All right. All right. And then if you're going to do what they call bottom of the funnel marketing, once you get in, you're going to target that person down there who's already knows about that brand, who already likes that brand, but they didn't buy it. So what you're going to do is you're going to do your videos and your lives around a deal. All right, guys, this product is usually sells for 45.99, but today you can pick it up for 25. And that's the price that the vendor has on it. So what you're doing is you're telling them, okay, well, the vendor is running it for 25. Because see, a lot of times, if you go look at that vendor's store and their site, they're selling that item for way more. All right, and that's where you get the original price from. Okay, so when you're making your bottom of the funnel videos or you're doing the lives, you're not talking about just all the features and stuff. What you're doing is you're going after those people who've already seen the product because it's viral, but they just haven't bought. So in your video, hey guys, today you can get whatever the goalie supplement, whatever it is, on sale today. On sale today in this feed, but you got to do it because we're going to have 15 left. And today you can get it for $15 where regular is 35. That's bottom of funnel marketing. You're not talking about benefits, you're not talking about features because the people that you are attracting already know about that because they saw the viral videos. And this allows you to go in and hopefully capture and close sales just by doing that. Now, what a lot of people have been doing, a lot of the I've been watching these guys. A lot of them They go out and they create the pre-recorded videos, and they just don't do the lives. So they'll sit down and they'll create several videos, like a minute long, so many seconds long, and they'll create 5 to 8 of them that day, and they'll just shoot it with their cameras, and they'll do just what I said. They'll have that sale thing going on. You could buy it today. You could use this coupon, and they just upload those videos. All right, and they do that every single day. Whether it's one video, 5, 8, and they're capturing all those customers that the ones who are going out here creating these viral videos aren't capturing. Because that video might get like 500,000 views and sell like 15,000 units, but it's still a lot of people that would have bought, right? So one of the things that was telling me was that there's a strategy to how you approach it. Okay. And that's something I'm still studying, still trying to figure it out. And what I told myself when I got in, I said, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. All right, I'm gonna get in, and first of all, it's gonna be wrapped in a business. All right, so I just took my regular LLC, and I'm running everything through that my e-commerce business. All right, but I'm gonna get in, and I'm gonna try to figure out what is what real quick, how things are being done, what's being done, and then I'm gonna put all this down on a document, and then I'm gonna create a strategy how I'm gonna approach it. All right, but what I'm looking to do is go through my learning curve as fast as I can and set my systems as fast as I can, set my systems up as fast as I can. That means that right now I'm going live 3 times a day. I'm not worried about how much sales I make. I'm just literally trying to go live, go through the process of being a live show, test some live things out, and then see what the click through rate. Because when you get done with your live, TikTok gives you like data that you can look at, right? You can see how many views, you can see how long people stayed in your live. And then what's important to me is how many people click through on that merchant link. All right. And that's very important because that shows me that either something you said or something you done at least caused them to go look at the product, right? Now, my whole goal is to do 3 lives a day, one in the morning, one in the afternoon, one in the evening. All right, my whole goal is to cycle through probably about 5 to 10 different products over the next 90 days at any given time, and then just test out these products. All right, teach myself how to do the lives. All right, my next goal that I'm doing is I'm working on creating content. All right, and I'm keeping it simple. I'm just going in, I'm looking to see what's working out there, and then I'm replicating that. So if there's a hot video out there selling this, I'm going and I'm snatching the idea, but I'm just making it my own. I'll take their video and I'm gonna be writing out their script, take it to Chat GPT, say, hey, this is what I want to do right here. Can you rewrite this for me? Can you give me a different hook and stuff like that? And then I'm gonna recreate it, then I'm gonna go back and create the videos. So that way the framework is the same framework that's working out there. All right, but I'm gonna make it my own. I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna test that out. And then I'm gonna create pre-recorded videos and then I'm gonna start uploading those. But the other thing, guys, is what I was telling on the last live, this is what I'm doing. Now you don't have to do this. All right. So you think of it as a business. You're going to go out here, you're going to become an affiliate, hopefully a TikTok shop affiliate. Okay. But that's not the only opportunity. All right. The other opportunity is that you could do that even outside of that program. Okay. But you just got to know how to go about doing it. For example, Amazon has an affiliate program that you could do the same thing. Okay. Now, another thing is where you can do brand deals. All right, there are a lot of brands out here. What they're looking for is everyday people to get their product, to review it, okay? Then to shoot a video of them reviewing and using the product, okay? And then when you do that, they pay you for that. And depending on what your data looks like, like if you knew you're not going to get paid as much, but if you can start racking up some views and getting some sales, like on a TikTok Shop affiliate program, you can get paid anywhere from $50 to like 500, from what I've seen on a brand based video. Now, this is the thing that I figured out too. Um, you can also go in and get retainers from these companies. And they might tell you, okay, or if I want you to create us 10 different videos a month, all right, talking about our vacuum cleaner and demonstrating our vacuum cleaner. And you literally can go in and sign contracts with these brands where they would give you a retainer. And that retainer might be, if they got you doing 10 videos, they might say, okay, well, we're going to pay you $100, $200 per video if you do 10 of them every month. All right, and I've seen different things that people are doing as far as how much they're getting paid off this. Even if you got paid $50, guys, even if you got paid $50, and this brand is telling you, they're saying, okay, well, look, excuse me, science guy, but even if you only got paid $50, and these brands are telling you, okay, well, we want to put you under contract to make 10 videos a month. We need you to make 10 different videos using our product, talking about our product, so we can upload it to all the social media accounts. All right. And let's say they're going to pay you a $50 retainer to do it. That's $500 a month you got from that client. All right. If you get better, you could charge 100, 200. I've seen some people, man, they're doing like 20 videos for like 2 to 5,000. All right, but these individuals have a little bit more going because they've done some lives, they've pushed some units. All right, and that's why what I try to explain to a lot of people, what I'm seeing, the TikTok Shop affiliate program, if you can get it, that's like your foundational thing, because that's the thing that gives you the ability to get in front of a lot of people. That's the platform that gives you the ability of representing a lot of products, so you can figure out what works for you and figure out your game. But a lot of the brands look at that. They're looking in there. All right, they're looking in there, and that's where they try to pick what they call their brand ambassadors from. Now, another thing that I did, okay, which is a hack. You guys can use this. I went to YouTube and I started researching the TikTok Shop affiliate program. I started researching brand deals. I started researching UGC content and UGC, how to make money with UGC, user generated content. And that started bringing me several content creators who, when I went in and looked at it, I say, okay, these guys, like, they're valid, right? And then what you do is you go to YouTube University real quick. So I went on there and I started looking at their channels. All right, and looking at their content, and I've been reviewing things for a long time, so I know how to look at a situation and get a good idea if these people know what they're talking about. So what I did was I found the most promising ones, and then what I wanted to see was if they had a course or a community. All right, since this is so new, there are courses and community out there, but they're not charging a lot for access to it right now. And so I went out and I think I signed up for two different communities, two different school communities that had micro courses behind there. Now, there's several reasons I did that. First of all, proximity. I want to be around other people that's doing this because I don't want to have to spend 40 or 50 hours a week trying to figure this out right now. What I want to do is be able to go out here and get connected with a community where there's already thousands of people that's already in some type of phase of doing this, and they're conversating in that community about what they're doing and how they're doing it. And then I'm able to go in there and I'm able to read and learn and hack the system so I don't have to go through that full learning curve. Now, a lot of these ones I access, they do have like small courses, okay? And I think the most expensive one that I signed up for was like $50 a month. And there was a couple of them that were like, one was like 15. I think another one was like 35 or whatever. But inside these communities is where I'm able to go in and read between the lines and see what all the opportunity is. And I know the guy had brand deals because him and his inner circle, they do a lot on TikTok. I was able to go to TikTok and verify that they are doing it, right? But by getting in proximity with him, then that puts me in a position to when I'm ready, I can go through them and say, okay, well, look, this is what I want to do. And they have the contracts and stuff like that. All right. Another thing is that I've been looking at a lot on just creating content. All right. And you can go to YouTube and you can follow and try to identify some good channels to follow about how to shoot content. Um, Viral is good if you can do it, get you a viral video, because if you got an item, all right, and this is what TikTok does. Okay, check this out, guys. So with TikTok, you can go live and then you get to choose what items you're going to sell in your live. And they give you like a buy button there so people can buy. But they also have what they call a shoppable video. And right now I'm limited to 5 a week, but I think you have to do so many lives and so many sales and they unlocked it. And I think I've just recently got unlocked if I'm mistaken. But with a shoppable video, you can shoot a pre-recorded video, right? So you can sit down and think of you an idea and shoot the video, edit it with CapCut and things like that, and then you take it and you upload it back to the platform, right? And then they have software, TikTok has software. They go through the video real quick to make sure you're not saying anything that you ain't supposed to be saying and things like that. And then what they do is once you get the green light, they add a button to it, like a link to your video, where now with that pre-recorded video, you can upload it to TikTok. And when somebody watches that video, if they want to buy that item, they just click on that link and they can buy it. But another cool thing is that you can attach that link to what I like to call like your store on TikTok. So TikTok allows you to accumulate so many products that you're selling into a location and people can access that. All right. And that's one of the things I was looking at when I was looking at the young lady who had did the 55,000 in profit off of selling the dresses and stuff on TikTok. What she did real good because she sent people back to that page and they shopped her page. Okay. But anyway, you can make these pre-recorded videos. All right. And you can make them around different ideas. Let's say, for instance, you sit down and you make 10 different videos. They 10 different shorts. They don't have to be long. 1 minute long, a minute and a half, so many seconds. And then you just, you do your hook. You got to have a good hook. And then whatever your whatever your presentation is, then your call to action. Remember we talked about that bottom of the funnel. Hey guys, this is usually regular $35, but today inside of my shop, we're selling these for $15 with free shipping, whatever it is for that day with that promotion. And then you just tell them in the video to click on that link on that video. But now you can take and make pre-recorded videos and upload those every day. And see, what I was looking at when I was in these groups and looking at what they were saying was they were saying that the key right now is not quality versus the quantity, it's quantity versus the quality. And what I mean by that, all right, is that it's good to want to sit down and write the perfect script, the perfect hook, the perfect video, the perfect editing. But it's better right now to get the reps in, all right, to learn how to go in and create the videos on a regular basis and get them numbers working for you. So in my case, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go live 3 times a day, okay, with the product, all right, showing my product. And I'm doing it for a minimum of 30 minutes. All right, then outside of that, I'm gonna try to create me anywhere from 5 to 10 videos to upload. All right, talking about that product or whatever products I'm marketing. And then I'm gonna do that for the next 90 days. All right. And then while I'm doing that, I'm also going to be in those communities, reading and listening and watching that content and learning, and then coming back and actually putting that into effect. Now, let me give you guys some framework, okay? And again, you could do this how you want to do it, but I'm just going to show you what I'm doing. All right. And this is what I believe. I believe there's so much money out here, guys. In TikTok, in the TikTok shop last year, $32 billion were generated. 9 billion of it came from the USA. That's how much volume is going through there. And it's new. It's new, guys. It's not old like Amazon. It's new. And it's already at $32 billion. Okay. This is the reason why all those content creators was crying when TikTok got shut down. All right, because they're pushing some major money through there. I think the highest person I've seen, and it might not be the highest person, this was an individual. She was doing like 129,000 a month on TikTok. All right, if you go, they'll show you. It's data out there. They'll show you how much these people are making. There are some channels, man, that are pushing so much volume through them, and they never shut down. They run all day long. All right, so there's a lot of money. You can get there and make a couple hundred. You can go to the sky with this. But I'm gonna show you where I think the play is with this, guys. Okay, now follow me. What you're gonna want to do is set you up a business. If you don't have one set up, set you up an e-commerce business. Very quick. All right, come up with you a cool generic name. Like my e-commerce business is Trade Hippo LLC. I've been running that for the last 9 years. Okay, so set you up a LLC. Go register it with your .gov. Go do that. Go register it. Get it registered. All right, and then what you want to do is like me personally. I didn't want people seeing my home address, even though I run my businesses out my home. I didn't want people seeing my home address. All right. So what I did was years ago, I got me a virtual address. Now you can jump online and put virtual addresses. You can get them anywhere from 10 to like $40 a month. I got one for $35 a month, but mine's is local. I got a co-working space that's about 5 minutes from here. And I got an address there. I got a mailbox there. All right, you want to do that. Then you want to get you a virtual number. All right. You don't want to give people your cell phone. You want to be professional, get you a virtual number, and then you're going to be able to forward that to your cell phone. All right, and you can jump online and get that. I went through a service called Grasshopper. I pay a little bit more than what you should pay. I think mine's cost me right around 39 a month. But with that, I get a fax number, I got an 800 number and an open number. All right, again, when I set my LLC up years ago, I did that. All right, you want to get that virtual number, okay? But then also you want to run and get your EIN number from the IRS. You get that for free. Don't fill out the document, send it in, call the 800 number. You call the 800 number, they're going to give you that number right over the phone, so you'll have it. But then they're going to allow you to get the document too. And I think now you can download it as a PDF. But you're going to get that. So you're going to have a business name, you're going to have your LLC, you're going to have a virtual address, a virtual number, and an EIN number. Okay. Now you're going to take that and go to your local bank. And what you're going to do is tell them that you want to set up a business account. And I think a lot of them charge only $50 now to do it. So you set the business account up. Now at the with TikTok Shop Affiliate, they pay out to a bank account and to PayPal, right? So if you haven't got a PayPal, you can go sign up for that. I signed up for it years ago, and I have a PayPal business account. So you can do that. And then what you're going to do is you're going to link your TikTok Shop affiliate to that, right? Now, what I would tell you guys also, while you're doing it, I would go sign up for a Stripe and a Square also too. So that way you have multiple payment processes, because you're going to use some of those down the road outside of the TikTok Shop affiliate program. So if you're over here and you want to do a deal with this brand to be able to represent their product, then you're going to want them to pay you the way you want them to get paid. And you could just send them a Stripe invoice to pay you. You could do that. So you want to have that done. So once you get all that done, you get your bank account, you're ready to roll. Now, what I would do if I was you, I would go out and I would think of me a cool name for my company. And what you're going to do is set up a one-page website, a landing page, right? So if you are Joe Blow e-commerce or Joe Blow whatever promotions, all right, you're going to set that page up for your business, and you're going to put a picture of you on there and some text and stuff. You're just going to write this quick story about who you are and what your company does. And what does your company do? All right, well, your company goes out there and partners with different brands, all right, to do what we call promote, sell, distribute, whatever you want to call it, on social media platforms. You do several things. You do live selling, all right, you do reviews, all right, or you guys follow what I'm saying? And you lay out whatever it is that you're going to do. Then you're going to put that other information on there. You're going to put your virtual address, your phone number, things like that. And you want to have you a domain that's brandable, or one that's around your that's in alignment with your company name. All right. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to take your company name and set you up a professional email. Don't use a GoDaddy or none of that. I mean, or Gmail. You want to get you a professional email. And you can go to GoDaddy and pay, I think it's $5 to do it, and get you a professional name. Like mine's is Orville at Trade Hippo LLC. And you want to do that, and you want to put that on there. All right, guys, and then you want to start working as fast as you can to learning this game. And the best way to learn it is by doing it and by studying, right? So you go back to TikTok to do your studying. And you can study just by turning that TikTok on, and instead of you watching those fight videos and them funny cat videos and all that kind of stuff, you start teaching that algorithm how to feed you everybody that's selling on it. You want to look, you want to watch. You want to spend you an hour a day if you can, just going through there and watching what they do and interact with them. I go at different times of the day. I do in the morning, the afternoon. I get up at 2 o'clock in the morning. I roll over. I get up. I jump on there and I see what people are selling. And this is the thing, guys. Now, follow what I'm saying. $32 billion just on TikTok alone. All right, in the TikTok shop. 9 billion of us from the U.S. All right. Amazon has an affiliate program that they have. Same thing. You can make videos if you get in the Amazon affiliate program. And then if you generate any sales on Amazon based off your videos, you get paid a commission. So this is way bigger than TikTok, but you start on TikTok, right? So what you're going to want to do is get on TikTok, man, and start studying. All right. You're going to want to start watching what other people are doing, looking at their feeds and stuff. Now you definitely, if you hadn't got accepted to the program yet, you want to go ahead and put in a request to get accepted to the program. Their current requirements are 18 years of age. All right, you have to have a minimum of 1,000 followers. It used to be 5,000 guys, but they recently lowered that for the U.S. It was 1,000 everywhere else and 5,000 for us. I don't know why that was like that, but now 1,000 followers will get you in there. Okay, you want to get in there. Okay, and then you have to be uploaded one video in the previous month when you submit your application. Okay. And then once you get in, guys, you want to go in that app and start playing with it. You want to see the commissions. Now, commissions inside the TikTok Shop affiliate program range from 10% to 40%. And guys, when I say they sell anything and everything over there, see, a lot of times you're just seeing the surface, but there's millions of products over there. Everything from generic brands to main brands. Like I was watching a guy this morning, he was selling some Birkenstock sandals, selling them for $70 on there. And he was just chilling in his room, man. He had it set up and he had one sample of the sandals and he was selling. So you see everything on there from name brand to brands that we might not know but have high quality, right? And then the thing that you're going to want to do is start requesting some samples. Now, some of the vendors give you free samples. Some of them give you what they call refundable samples. You'll buy the sample from them, and then when you sell whatever their threshold is, 2 to 3 items, then they'll refund you on it. But my whole thing I've been doing is every day I send off so many requests for free samples. Okay. But with the mindset, I want it free, but I'm paying. I'm willing to pay to get the samples in so I can get to work. Right. And then all you're going to want to do is when you get going, man, and I would tell you when you get your first item, just get your first item and start going live. Like my last few lives, I think I did 3 of them. And I have this tripod. I can't show you guys because I'm using it right now. I have this Magic John tripod that sells for $12.99, $16.99. It's really cool. It breaks down. It's got a lot of stuff that you could do with it, and it has $5.99 shipping. And every time I went live, that's what I went live promoting. Because again, right now, I'm not worried about sales as much as I'm worried about learning. All right, learning how to be consistent, learning how to get in and to actually present the way that I need to present in order to sell as much as I want to sell. Are you guys follow what I'm saying? So I'm in the process of just building right now and just learning right now. And I set up a little situation over here. Can you guys see it over there in the corner? That's my streaming area that I set up over there for me to do that over there. And yeah, so I got that set up. So if you're not on TikTok, you couldn't see that. But Facebook, you guys saw it before. But I set that up so I could have a designated area to do my streaming on. I turn the lights on and stuff, and I just go to work. And guys, it's going to be nervous. If you, I'm gonna tell you guys something. I shoot video all the time. I've been shooting video for years. I get on and I put video on all different platforms. So I'm okay on talking to a camera, right? But it's something about getting live that's going to allow you to be able to leave out your comfort zone. But this is the thing that I told my wife. I said that I've watched people sell physical products on a site called Whatnot for years, and they made millions of dollars. I've seen companies grow big on that, but I just never wanted to invest that level of capital to do that. And when I saw when I saw TikTok's Shops affiliate program, I said, wow, this allows a person to marry the home shopping network with social commerce. And this is the thing, guys, there's no gatekeepers. There's no gatekeepers. TikTok is willing to let you and I get in on this and to go over and start having a swing at building us a e-commerce business on top of their platform. And we don't have to worry about going out here investing a lot of money in inventory and risking anything. What you got to get good at is what you need to get good at anyway. Two of the most valuable skills on planet Earth right now is what? Content creation and learning how to communicate on camera. Whether you're learning how to communicate, sell, persuade. But if you can do that, guys, we can marry products and services to our content and we can generate profits for our family and for our businesses. We could build businesses around this. Now, you might say, okay, well, Orville, look, I love to cook. I love to cook. So what can I do? I'm gonna tell you what I saw this morning, and it was really cool. So I was up doing my research this morning on it. I was scrolling through, looking at all the lives, and I ran across this older African American lady. All right, she was in her kitchen, right? In her kitchen, just cooking breakfast, man. I mean, just cooking. And I looked at what she was selling. She was selling a pot set. And I think the pot set was like $180. And then I went in, and like I said, when you become part of the TikTok affiliate program, you can click on it and it would tell you how much commission you would get paid at your level. I'm a new guy. I'm only five days in, guys. They only pay me 10 to 20%, but you can make up to 40%. But in my case, they were going to pay me $23 for every set that I sold if I was doing it. Now, I don't know how long she's been doing it, what level she's at, how much volume she's done, because it's all based off of your data. How much you sell, how many times you go live. Different vendors could see that. But let's say, for instance, she was making what I was going to make, 20 something dollars. All right. And I thought it was really cool what she was doing. She wasn't sitting there with a pot set and just talking and selling. No, she was doing one of the most powerful things in sales. She was engaging. She was in there cooking with that pot set. I mean, I seen the kitchen had it was a real kitchen. She didn't have it super clean. It wasn't dirty. It just looked like a real kitchen. And she looked like somebody's real mama or somebody's real grandmother. And she was talking about what she was cooking. She was doing a recipe. And I think she had about four things going on the stove. And she was cooking up some things. And I say, man, what a powerful way to sell. And I was looking at it, guys. When I looked at it, I'm trying to remember. I think this lady had about 60 to 80 people in her live. Okay? In her live. Now, let's say, for instance, when she got done with that live, she sold 10, 15. She'd make two to $300 off of doing something she loved doing. And then I heard her say that she had a big following. She was telling because she was talking to people like she was talking to her friends in there. And she was like, "Yeah, girl." She's like, when I do the something something, and that's where she have multiple friends. They all cook these dishes or whatever. But this lady had built a brand on TikTok around cooking, and she was in the TikTok shop affiliate program, and she would go on live and cook and sell. All right, think about if you love to fish, you could do the same thing with fishing. You love fishing, right? So all you do is you say, okay, well, look, I'm gonna go enjoy fishing. You go fishing, and then you go to the TikTok Shop affiliate program, and you look for all kind of things that's for fishers. Fisher lures, I don't really fish, but you guys know what I'm talking about. The little tackle boxes, the tools, all that kind of stuff. And so you are a fisherman, and you start creating content that you put on TikTok, on YouTube, on Facebook. You put them on the different social medias around fishing, but now you launch an e-commerce business on top of TikTok, build it up, then you can expand it out later around what you love doing. And all you're doing is you're ordering the product in. But guess what? This is what I love about it also, too. And this is why you want to set it up like a business, guys. Remember we talked about them samples, and I said a lot of the merchants would send you free samples. They would send you tea, they would send you all kind of stuff, guys. All right, they would send you free samples. But let's say you don't get anybody to send you anything and you love the fish. This is what I told my wife. I've said people are going to be willing to pay for samples because, first of all, stuff is super cheap on TikTok. All right. But it's a cost of business, but it's something you would have ordered anyway. That's why you want to do something around things you're passionate with. All right. So if I was that fisher, what I would do is I would just order me a few of those products in. But now, since I set it up as an LLC, now those products, I guess, they're going to be a write off. They're going to be a write off. The government's going to give you a tax credit for that. All right, because that was an item that you can really use for your business. That's a write-off. So you're gonna get it free anyway. You're gonna get it free anyway. And I would order those items in, and then what I would do is I review those items. And guys, remember what we said, there's multiple ways you could do this with the TikTok Shop affiliate program. One is you can go live. All right. Now, if you don't want to go live, you can create what they call pre-recorded videos. You could just sit down in all the nooks and crannies of your day when you got some time, and you could shoot a quick video talking about that item. And I've seen people do it all kind of different ways. I seen a guy who was washing his car with this portable car washer that he was talking about. He was doing it like on a Saturday morning. All right. So you either could do it at a predetermined time when you don't got nothing to do, or you could do it when you would have done something else. But you guys follow what I'm saying. Make a quick minute long video, 2 minute long video. Take it, put it in CapCut, free software that's owned by TikTok. Okay. Edit it and then upload that baby. Now, this is what happens once you into the TikTok Shop affiliate program. They give you some additional features on your app. And one is that I told you that you could see how much commission you'll get off of anything that you sell. But the other thing is they allow you to go live or they allow you to upload pre-recorded video. They call that shoppable video. So what you'll do is you'll shoot that, edit it like a minute, minute and a half long. Don't do anything long. Have your nice little hook on there, nice little concept for your video, nice little call to action, telling people to go to the link in the video to say today, to do that, whatever you're going to tell them based off of what promotions that product is doing. And then you upload it. And that TikTok software is going to scan that video, make sure you're not saying anything crazy or wrong in there. And then once it sees that the video is compliant, which it usually does it real quick, I know mine's was quick, then they give you a shoppable link that they attach to that video. So now you're taking a pre-recorded video that you made in the crevice and the nooks of your day when you had some extra time. You shot it, you upload it, all right, and TikTok puts a buy button on there, and now you go about your day, and that video gets to working for you. And if somebody watches that video and they click that buy button, you get paid. That activates a commission. All right. Now, what if you make 5 videos a day, real short, and you upload them jokers? Wham. And you go about your business. Every day you just do that. Every day you're just working on mastery of consistency and mastering your craft. All right. Every day you're going to sit down. I'm going to show you how hard it was, guys. Look at this right here. Let me see. I'm going to see if I can show both of you guys. All right. Give me a minute. I'm going to turn something around, show you. All right. All right. So I'm going to, let me see. Give me a minute, guys. I'm learning how to use a lot of this software. All right. So I'm going to flip the camera for TikTok. All right. So you guys should be able to look and see let's see my screen. Okay, we're gonna get you guys a little closer, okay? All right, I'm gonna show you like that. All right, and then people on Facebook, YouTube, and everything else, I got you guys covered too. I'm gonna flip it like this. All right, so you guys can see this. Okay, so what you're looking at is ChatGPT. This is one of the most powerful tools you can have, guys. Now, I went in there, I was getting ready to create a new video today about affiliate marketing and content. And I told ChatGPT, I'm getting ready to create some video content to post to social media. I need for you to create me 10 good hooks for videos explaining how anyone can make money posting content and selling affiliate products in the content. I want to focus on reviews of products in some of the videos. ChatGPT said, nice, that's a solid direction. Review content plus affiliate links is a winning combo. Here are 10 attention grabbing video hooks you can use to kick off your videos and stop the scroll. All right, and guys, that's what we're talking about with your content, stopping the scroll. And so immediately, it wasn't even a couple of seconds, ChatGPT threw me these out. And I went with this one right here. Uh, if you ever told a friend to try something, congratulations, you could do affiliate marketing. Okay. All right. So I'm showing you guys that for a reason. Let me turn back around. Let me get back on my handsome face here. That's that. Okay. TikTok. Let me turn you guys back around. Give me a minute. All right. And I'm going somewhere with this, guys. All right. So this is what I want you guys to understand. So not only is a multi-billion dollar platform that has hundreds of millions of people on it that spent $32 billion last year buying products on that platform. That's TikTok. $32 billion TikTok shop, generate 9 billion in the US. Not only can you do that today and don't have to spend any money to do it, they're going to let you do it, right? All you have to do is fit that criteria. All right. Then all you have to do is come and be willing to create content. Now you can create it just like I'm doing. You can face content. If you want to show your face, you could do what they call point of view, turn the camera the opposite way. And you've seen people do that and they just be demonstrating. But you can do that, guys. And when you're ready to start creating your video, you don't have to wonder. What you do is you go to TikTok. You look for something you want to sell, something that somebody else is selling. You could go over to their app. You can see what's the highest trending products, the highest selling products. And then what TikTok will do is they'll show you the videos up under there from some of the content creators that are selling a lot with that product. Then all you do is look at that video or you look at that title. And you just go in there and copy it. Okay. You're going to copy that title and you're going to take it right over to ChatGPT. And you'll say, hey, look, ChatGPT, mine's name is Victor. I named him Victor. Okay. I got a custom GPT that I use. All right, but anyway, you take it over there and you say, okay, look, I want to make a series of 10 videos. And I want you to take this example of this hook and this title, and I want you to repurpose it and create me 10 hooks and titles similar to this that I can use to make videos. And then that artificial intelligence is going to make those for you. All right. Now, you can look at the video that the person did and you can get a basics of their framework, right? Because most of them videos are only seconds long, a minute long. You can sit down and write it, right? And you could take it over to Chat GPT and copy and paste it in there and say, look, here is the contents of a promotional video that somebody's using to sell this product. I want you to rewrite this for me. All right. And I want you to create me 5, 10 versions of this for some videos. And it would rewrite it. So you're not stealing the person's ideal or content. You're just borrowing and using it as inspiration. All right. And then Chat GPT makes yours. But this is the power of that. Now you're going out and you're working with a proven formula and idea. This video is already doing good. That hook's already doing good. You know why? Because when you went to TikTok, they showed you the data. They showed you. Now your hack is I don't go out and just choose any product. I'm gonna go choose what's hot and what's selling. All right. And then I'm gonna go look at what the top people are selling that are doing, what they're saying. And then I'm gonna take and I'm gonna use that free piece of billion-dollar software called ChatGPT, and I'm gonna have it help me and assist me on creating my content that I need to create for my videos. It'll help you write a hook. And this is what ChatGPT told me. Like if you I didn't show them, I'm gonna read it to you guys. This is what it told me after it made things. It says, do you want me to write out sample scripts or a call to action for any of these, or tailor them towards specific platforms like Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube Shorts? So not only was my AI willing to, like, not only did he write me my hooks and my scripts for the video I wanted to do, hooks, he was willing to write out the scripts and the call to actions. Guys, this is not hard. 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 And a lot of us are doing this already. And that's why I made that video that I made earlier. If you're already telling somebody something, if you're already posting anything on Facebook, on TikTok, on Instagram, you're already creating content. You're already telling people about products. Why not just get on it? And guys, look, let me tell you something. And this is something that I had to deal with this a little bit, but I hear people say this a lot. So many people are so caught up with how they think they look online that they so scared to do anything because they don't want to be embarrassed. And I tell people, man, that's the quickest way of staying poor. Quickest way of staying poor. Quickest way. We got we got multi-billion-dollar platforms that are willing to disrupt the way things have been done, give us access to opportunity, and a lot of us are scared to take it. A lot of us are scared to walk through the door because we're so worried about what our broke friends, our broke family, our miserable friends, our miserable families are going to think. We're so afraid about what that boss that we don't like is going to think. I'm telling you guys, if I could tell you one thing that I learned, is to free yourself from that and then get out here and get to work. Get to work. Think about it. You can sit in your home right now and you can turn on a camera on your phone and you literally could build you a media company, a e-commerce empire, and you could run it all from your phone, guys, all from your phone. I have a I have a e-commerce business. I have a warehouse in my basement. Did it as a side hustle for years. I buy trash, which is old clothing that people didn't want anymore, vintage shirts and stuff that they were throwing away. I take and clean it and I sell it to collectors all over the globe. I've been doing it for 8 years. 8 years. I go out and buy something for five that I sell for 50 and $100, guys. That's crazy. This opportunity that TikTok has given us, that in the future Amazon is going to give us, Facebook is going to give us, is there. But this is the thing that I'm telling you guys. This component that I'm talking about, this live selling and allowing you to sell products live on top of their platforms that you don't have to go out and invest any money into, but you could sell one, you could sell 1,000 of them, and you get paid off that. And there's no gatekeepers. You don't have to go in and get wholesale licenses from certain agents. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. This opportunity is right in front of us, and it's new. TikTok did $32 billion last year in their TikTok shops. 9 billion of it was from the US. And this is what I read when TikTok put out their earnings report and all that kind of stuff. I heard the CEO, he was like, yeah. He said, our goal is to get that US portion up to 20 billion. Now you got to realize the U.S. is the biggest sector on TikTok. So we did 9 billion, and the other 20 something billion was split up amongst all the other countries of the world. There's a lot of opportunity there, guys. TikTok is making a lot of money, allowing companies to sell on their platform. All right. Those companies are making a lot of money. It's so much now that I was doing some research that a lot of companies and brands say they are going to start pouring more money into getting affiliate partners and doing deals like that versus to running advertisers and doing things through traditional channels because it's working so good. They can go right from manufacturer to the customer. They can go right from warehouse to the customer. They can bypass all that other stuff. All right. And this is the thing. Right now, you have the opportunity to get a piece of it, but you got to know what you don't know. And that's what I tell you guys, man. You spent $1,000 on that iPhone. Stop just watching videos on there. Start learning. Man, get in. Learn how to take them pictures with that iPhone. Learn how to work CapCut. All right? Learn how to do that. Then jump on these platforms and start trying to look and see how these people are making this money. Go to TikTok. Say, okay, Orville, on my lunch break, I'm not going to scroll no fight videos, no cat videos. I'm not going to look at that. What I'm going to do is click that live button at the top of TikTok, and I'm just going to stare at it. I want to see. All right, you get to somebody live, they're just talking. You don't want to see that. They're not showing you how to make no money. You want to see the people that's selling and what they're selling. Okay. All right, this person here is selling a air compressor. How are they selling that? Okay. This person's selling here. What you're doing is you're trying to give your mind so many references of people doing it. So first of all, you can believe that people are doing it because you might even not even believe what I'm saying. You might not believe what Google tells you. All right, but you can go on there and see for yourself and start studying the game. All right, start studying what they're doing, what they're selling, how many people are in there, what the comments are looking like. Submit to the program so you can see on the other side how much these people getting paid off of doing this. And then if this is something you want to do, I'm gonna tell you, get positioned right now. Go ahead and get that business registered. Register that LLC. Go out and get that virtual address. Get that virtual phone number. Go get your EIN number. Set that bank account up. Set your one-page website up. Put all that information on there. So when you start reaching out to these brands and stuff, if they want to go do a little research on it, they could do it. But right now on TikTok, man, there's no qualifications. All you gotta do is be qualified to do TikTok shop. Each vendor don't qualify you. All right, so long as you're 18, you got 1,000 followers, and you've uploaded a video in the past 30 days, you have the opportunity of being accepted to the TikTok shop affiliate program. Used to be 5,000 followers. They didn't raise the threshold down. Once you get in, man, you get in, you're in. And this is what I tell a lot of people, man. There's no reason for us to say that we don't have opportunity, we can't make money these days. It's no reason. It's no reason. You know why? Because there's so much opportunity. And this is what I'm doing, guys. And this is what you guys do what you want to do. So Trade Hippo LLC is moving out of the vintage clothing game. All right. And we're moving over into becoming a company that's going to partner with brands to be able to figure out how to sell product on different platforms. And we're going to do it all through content. Now, the bigger picture, I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to give you guys some game, and I usually don't do this, but the bigger picture is I am thinking of agency. I'm not thinking of being the guy that's selling stuff. I told my wife the other day, I can care less if I don't sell anything on any of my lives or any of my videos, because that's not what I'm doing. I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a business owner. I'm looking to try to learn the framework. I could find other people who have a good on air personality to sell. I'm looking to build a business real quick. I'm looking to build a brand. I'm trying to see where the money's at, what this looks like, what people are doing right now in this early stages so I can position myself. I'm not worried about if I sell anything or don't sell it, but if I sell, I want to do it. I would love to be the guy that can get on there and sell thousands of dollars. I was looking at the guy the other day, and I was looking at they had it was like a news thing, and they were talking about several of the people that are selling on TikTok. And they was talking about this one guy. He sell like these nutritional pills. You see him on there like them Goldie bottles and stuff. But he was selling it, right? And he was and all he did was he didn't show his face. he had it in his hand, right? He would just hold it in his hand. He would just hold it in his hand. He would just show you the bottle, the tag, stuff, and talk about it. All right. They say that guy was doing so much volume per hour. All right. He jumped on for 1.5 hours. And when he got done, he had made $6,500 in commissions selling that 30 something dollar bottle of nutritional products on there. All right. They say the guy got off, got back on later on that day, and sold another thousand and something, almost 7 grand. Guys, when you go do your research, you're going to find that there's a lot of people that are quietly building empires on, on top of TikTok in that TikTok shop affiliate program. Remember what I told you? They did $32 billion last year, $9 billion in the US. What does that tell you? Don't take a rocket scientist to understand that TikTok made a lot of money off that $32 billion in volume. But it don't take a rocket scientist to tell you that there were probably a lot of brands that made a lot of money off that. But it doesn't take a rocket scientist to tell you there was a lot of affiliates that made money off that. All right. You got people that are leveling up in their lives because they done figured out that. I'll be watching people, they be demonstrating vacuums. I seen a guy demonstrating a generator. Seen a guy demonstrating a lawnmower, somebody doing like some video game stuff, anything and everything. If you're older like me, or like I like to call aged, all right, I'm 53. I remember there was a time, man, we had the home shopping network. We'll sit at home and we'll be chilling, and you could turn on that channel 24 hours a day. Them companies were slanging products. You could buy everything from jewelry to clothing, and that was our internet back in the day. And you would jump on that phone with your credit card, and they would send it right out there to you. That's what I see when I see the TikTok Shop affiliate program. But this is the difference. Back then, there was no way I was going to be able to get on QVC. They weren't going to let me on there. I wasn't an online personality. I didn't know nobody at QVC. I didn't have a rich dad or somebody that was going to get me into that multi-billion-dollar operation. But today, I can get in on it. I can get in on it. It's called live selling. And you see them doing it on different platforms. But right now, I think TikTok can figure it out. And that's why I say first movers advantage. Go over there, you figure out your business model while they're figuring out theirs. Don't think of just selling on TikTok, thinking about creating a company that partners with brands. Because as I was saying earlier, another level from this is where you get companies to start paying you to create videos that promote their products. Because all of them got to have everyday looking men and women, all races, all ages, that are using their products so they can put that inside their social media promotions. And they would pay you for $50 to hundreds of dollars and sometimes thousands of dollars, depending on what your background is and what your data looks like. And you want to go over to TikTok and start establishing that data. You want to start building some type of base where they can be able to verify and check that you move product, that you make videos, you're good at creating content, you're good at compelling a person to take an action. Because then you can go in and get those brand deals. You can do them one-offs on it. But I see now is because part of the groups I'm in these communities reading this stuff, is that now they're getting what they call retainer packages, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 a month for them to produce a number of videos for a brand. A brand might come to you and say, look, I need you to create 20 short 1 minute videos for me this month. And we want you to talk about this brand, and we're going to give you this brand. Here's the product. We're going to ship it to you. And you make the videos according to their criteria. You give them to them. They sign a contract where they get the right to be able to promote and distribute those videos and stuff, and you get paid. And some people out there are doing that as a retainer. They're making 2, 5, 10,000 a month on retainer from working with these different brands. And once you start doing that, guess what? Birds of a feather flock together. You start getting exposed to other brands as other brands start finding you from talking to other brands who use you. All right? Very, very powerful. Agency. You can get started, learn the game, learn the framework, set your agency up. Then you start looking for other people out there who you think might be good at doing this. And you bring those people on, you pay them per contract or per piece of work. Hey, John, I got some work for you today. You're going to be working for this vacuum cleaner. I'm going to pay you $100. I'm going to pay you $50 to make this video. But you're making, say you're paying him 50, but you're making 100 from the brand. But you're outsourcing it to him. So now you're building a team of people up all over the country, all over the world that you can train on how to create content the way you need created. Because there's a lot of people out here, man. A lot of people out here who want to make some money around their content. They want to make some money for home. They want to make some extra income. And you can start hiring these folks. You can start hiring them and giving them work. And a lot of them don't want to go out and try to find the work and the brands. They want you to just feed it to them. That's the power of what we're looking at right now, guys. Now, I'm gonna give you a little bit more game, guys. This is what I'm doing. All right. So I'm an entrepreneur. I run several small businesses from my home. So I got a lot of gadgets around my house. I'm into software. I'm into courses. I'm always buying courses. I create small courses that I market. All right. So one of the things that I told myself that I wanted to do was not only did I want to do gadgets, like the gadgets and stuff that I use, the tripods and all that kind of stuff, the USB keyboards, but I want to do software also. All right. I want to do courses. I want to do books. I want to do that kind of stuff too. Now you go on TikTok shop, books you can sell on it, but I want to do all that. You know why? Because that levels my game up more. Because if this office, let's say like you go to YouTube, you see a lot of these guys and they have these YouTube channels and these brands around productivity or business. But they always show you their nice office, right? The lighting's good. They got lighting behind them and stuff. The shelf is nice. And you look at their desk, they got the latest Apple computer on there. They got the nice cell phone. They got the little pen that they can write on the iPad and stuff. See, as you start looking at this, you start saying, okay, what's my more broader play? So my more broader play is sticking with electronics and gadgets that I would use in my office, in my business, creating content, things like that, but also doing software, also doing courses. You know why? Because there's even more money on that. I sit on TikTok right now and I'm watching a group of in a community of people that are on TikTok and they're getting on live, just like I'm talking about with these products, and they are selling courses. They're selling digital products. All right. And they're making 50, 100, 200, $500 per sale. All right. You can do the same thing with the same framework that we're talking about. You can review a piece of software, a piece of productivity software. You get on there. All right. You review it. Bam, bam, bam. Now you are an affiliate for that software. The software sells for $50 a month. The company's going to pay you $25 a month. You take that video, you upload to TikTok, you upload to Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, all the different places that you put it on. You're doing the same thing. But now when you sell those, let's say you go out and you sell 10 of those. Now you made $250, but you make $250 every month because they pay you recurring money on software. Now, what if there was $100 piece of software? What if there was a $500 piece of software? Maybe that was something that was enterprise for businesses. Or you follow what I'm saying? This can go as big as you want it to go. There's going to be money in creating content and marrying that with commerce. All right. And in the case of what we're talking about right now, we're talking about affiliate marketing. Okay. So you could just do if you're a person that love to garden around the house, then start creating you content showing you gardening around the house. Set your YouTube channel up, set your TikTok up, set your Facebook up. And then guess what? Review products. Review products around gardening. All right. And then put that in your content. And guess what? The more you do that, brands are looking on social media, looking for people that are good on camera, people that communicate good, people that's been built an audience. And they'll start coming to you and saying, look, we want you to do a review and we're willing to pay you. Or we want to sponsor you. All right. That's what this game is. But guess what? You go all the way back to the TikTok Shop affiliate program. And the reason I keep hitting on that one is because that's a good place to start from what I'm seeing. Because they have so much volume over there right now. All right. They have everybody on there spending all day long. I think the average time on TikTok per day per person is like 4 hours. It's crazy how much time people spend on TikTok. TikTok has millions of products and all these vendors on there, and they did $32 billion in volume last year. And we know that a lot of us are on TikTok. And we can get on there and create content today. You can get accepted to the program today, and you can be off and running, starting to build your business. But you got to see the opportunity, man. and you got to position yourselves. All right. So hopefully you guys got something from this, man, because I'm excited about it. And this is another thing, guys. Follow what I'm saying. Very few people know what they're doing right now. A lot of people are making money who do know. But according to the big scheme of things, it's a lot of people that don't know about this yet. So don't be afraid of messing up. Don't be afraid of getting in here and going through the process. Get in here and learn it. Get in here and figure it out. I don't care if you're the busiest person in the world. Be super busy. But take that 30 minutes a day and invest that into learning. Because guess what, guys? If you're diligent on trying to learn and you're diligent on being consistent and putting the reps in, then guess what? You're gonna bump into something that's gonna work. You can't commit to making 5 1-minute videos a day over the next 90 days and not learn something if you're observant. All right. You can't do that. You might end up starting an agency where you do the short videos for the people that are selling on TikTok. You don't know. All right. But I'm just trying to tell you guys, there's a lot of opportunity. I am not a rocket scientist, but you can't tell me. Google say TikTok did $32 billion in volume last year on the TikTok shop. I don't watch a lot of TV. I don't listen to a lot of radio, but I've never seen a TikTok shop commercial. I haven't. I'm not saying that they don't create, but I've never seen one. So that means that all that was done organically from people being on TikTok scrolling, and then a video came up or a live came up where somebody was selling something and people bought it. And this is the other thing too, guys. This other thing, all right? The reason why I'm gonna go live every day at the same time, because my brand Trade Hippo, I want that brand associated with it, right? So when I go live in the morning, the afternoon, and nighttime, my customers know when to come check out what I got. But if you are reviewing all kind of products or products, a lot of products in a certain category, if a person bought a tripod from me today, they might want to buy this from me tomorrow. So you have the opportunity of getting repeat customers, if that makes sense. So that's why you want to have some consistency on when you go live, so your people can know you're live. All right. And they can come buy from you. But you have the opportunity of creating repeat customers in this business model. You have to treat it like a business. I don't know about you guys. I get excited, man. I'm self-employed. I don't know if you guys are self-employed. I get up every day at 3:30 in the morning. My wife be, don't you wait. I get up, man. I jump up. I can't wait to get down here to this office. You know why? Because of opportunity. I understand what it looks like. I understand. And I understand that in order for me to build something, I'm gonna have to be woke. I'm gonna have to be willing to see and hear. And then when I see and hear something, I got to be willing to try it. I got to be willing to get out there and invest some time investigating and trying it. I got to be willing to look bad, be bad, learn. So that way I can position myself. But guys, when I tell you, you know, I have thousands of dollars worth of clothing down in my basement in my warehouse from my business where I buy and sell vintage clothing, and I'm liquidating the heck out of that stuff. Getting rid of it. Getting rid of it. My whole focus is going to this. My whole focus is going to this. And again, I don't know what your aspirations are. You can say, okay, well, look, I want to figure this out, man, so I can jump on here and make some money. I want to make $100 an hour selling stuff online. All right, I could do that. I just did research on a lady. I was telling you guys about it, and looked like she's about her late 20s, early 30s, and the lady has a business online and on TikTok where she sells the dresses through the TikTok shop affiliate program. And she orders all these dresses in from them vendors. You can get a pair on the TikTok shop. She gets it all in, and a lot of it, from what I've seen, they send her for free now. But all she do is put these dresses and these shirts and these hats, and she does all that stuff. But she's not a skinny woman. She's not a heavy, super heavy woman. I guess you would call what I call like an entry level plus lady. Okay, but and the reason I'm saying it is because that's who her market is. All right. And she gets on there and she just models these dresses, these shirts, these jackets, these hats and stuff. Do you guys know how much money this lady made in March when I went in and did the research on it? I saw her screenshot, but you go back and you can kind of do the research on the data in the back. This lady made $56,000 in the TikTok shop affiliate program selling clothing that she didn't have to warehouse. She didn't have to manufacture. She didn't have to put up any capital. She didn't have to do any factoring to get a bank to give her credit to be able to get it. And most of the stuff that she was getting in was free. all her samples, and she was loving it. And this lady is so gangster that when I did a little research, she has another account that she has now, and she's launching a beauty account where she's doing all the makeup and stuff. And if you go in there and look at TikTok trends, you'll see two of the top categories is beauty and then nutritional stuff, right? But this lady had made $56,000 in March as an affiliate selling clothing on TikTok Shop affiliate program. And now she's taking her framework and moving it over to beauty. She's building an empire from home, guys. Think about it. You can sit right at your home in the corner of a table and you can go live. And it's not hard, guys. Let me show you how hard it is. Okay. And like I said, I was kind of hesitant at first because it's just something different people live. All you do is get on, you go live like I'm doing right now. And people start coming and say, okay, guys, well, what I want to show you guys today is what I have is, and let's say this is a pen by Pen Company. Hey, I got a pen by Pen Company here, and this is a competitor to the Apple Pencil. So for all you guys out there who don't want to buy an Apple Pencil, all right, I got this for you today. Where the Apple Pencils cost you 120, this is only going to cost you $40. Let me show you some of the features of it. First of all, if you guys notice, you guys see that right there? All you do is click, you do your finger like that, and that turns it on. And you see how you have that little light there? That lets you know, that's an indicator, lets you know that the pencil's on, right? And then I could just pick my iPad up if I had it and I could write on it. Okay, you see how here? And one of the things I've been looking for in these is how responsive the pencil is to the screen. And see how this one does? And I'll just go through showing them that, right? I'll do that. And I'll tell them, I'll be like, okay. And then also one of the things I love about this pencil is that it's kind of sturdy. You know, like I bought some in the past, they looked good, but they felt like toys almost. This feels like the real Apple Pencil. And I would go through the things like that. And I'll say, okay, today, guys, we're running a sale on these. They're usually $58.99. But today the merchant has them for $35 today. And all you got to do is when you look down at your bottom of your screen, you're going to see that banner down there. It tells you how many we got. Guys, we only have about 20 of these. I only have 20 of these in stock for my show. Now, when these are gone, they're gone. All right. Now, the other thing is if you want to buy, there's a little bitty button down there that looks like a shopping cart. Just click on that and you can buy it. And then what I do is I check over and I say, okay, well, according to the merchant's data right now, if you buy today, you can expect delivery on this day here or between these 2 days here, right? I would do that. And that's what I do. And then guess what I do? I do it all over again. Because you know why? New people coming into the live. I told my wife it's the easiest thing because it's only so much you could talk about it, right? And some people, I watch some people on their lives, they just sit and talk. Hey, John, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. Hey, Mary, thanks for coming into the room. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Some people have the music playing in the background. All right, guys, make sure that you look at the coupon that we have today. That's all they're doing. That's all they're doing. And then you do it for a certain amount of time. Now, me, I think my longest live, I did 3 so far. I did mine for 45 minutes, then 2 for like 30 or 35 minutes. And again, guys, all I'm looking to do right now is get comfortable on the camera, get comfortable interacting with the app and the audience while I'm studying, putting things together so I can figure out the framework. That's all I'm doing. And then going through the learning curve. All right, 3 lives a day I got to do and then X amount of pre-recorded videos I'm gonna load up. And if you're new in the room, there's a couple of ways that you could do your videos. You can go live. When you go live, TikTok policy is you got to have a physical copy of the item. So either you order it in or you request a free sample from the vendors. The other thing you could do is you could do a pre-recorded video. That means that you could sit at your home, record a video, edit it, do all the cool stuff you want to do to it. Then you can upload it to the app, and that's called a shoppable video with TikTok. And if you do that, then their software and their AI scans it to make sure everything is on point with compliance. And then they give you the green light, and then they'll add what they call a buy link on there. It'll be a link on there that a person, when they watch that pre-recorded video now, they can buy it live. So now you can go live one time a day. All right, go live for one time a day. And then you can turn around if you just want to keep it simple, and you can make you one pre-recorded video that day. All right, sit down, go to your kitchen table, pull out the cutting board that you're getting ready to talk about, and take your camera. Say, guys, this is a cutting board I got in. It's a really cool cutting board. It does this right here. The reason I got this is because of this right here. If you want one of these too, go to the link in the video. bye. Whatever you want to say. And then you upload that video, get it real quick. And just do that every day, guys. You get very good at just, and I tell people, it's not even selling to me, it's demonstrating. It's demonstrating. Let me show you what this is. Let me show you the features of it. Okay. Let me talk to you about the positives of it. If you want to be honest, you talk to them about the negatives of it. And then if you guys are interested, then today it's going for this. All right. They got this kind of special running today. You buy it today, you get this right here. And this is what your shipping times are looking like. And this is your all in. Like the little tripod I'm selling, it's $12.99 without the lights. And then it's $19.99 with the lights. Oh yeah, let's talk commissions again real quick. Commissions. Your commissions will run anywhere from 10% to 40%. That all depends on what you're selling and what your data looks like. So you guys know, just like anything else, the more you sell of something and the more volume you do, the better deals you get. All right. But it's 10 to 40%. The way the pay works. All right. Let's say, for instance, you do a show, you sell 10 items. All right. TikTok pays you 15 days after the customer receives the item. Okay. And that's for a reason. One is that when you look at it, it takes 2 to 5 days almost for an item to get to somebody. What I've been able to see, TikTok has two big warehouses in the US right now. One is on the West Coast in California. I think one is either in the Midwest or on the East Coast. I'm here in the St. Louis area. When I order things off of TikTok, I get it within 2 to 4 days. Okay. So they want to give it time enough for the person to get it. Okay. But then to make sure that they want it. On everything I've seen, and I think this is a TikTok policy, they offer free refunds. So if a person don't like what they bought, it's risk reverse. They don't have to worry about it. They can return it, get their money back. It's that simple. All right, but then you get your commission. Now, this is the reason why you want to make. This is the reason why you want to go live every day and make pre-recorded videos every day, because you put content up. You put content up every day, right? And then what's going to happen is you're going to start getting paid every day because it's going to start just popping like that. And that's why you want to go every day and do live and put content up. So that way you have a chance of making sales every day. But as you get going, then you're going to start receiving money every day. Okay. Very, very powerful. Start off TikTok Shop affiliate program, get your feet wet, learn the framework, learn how to go live, learn how to create pre-recorded videos. Some people choose not to go live ever. They just do pre-recorded videos. Some people don't do pre-recorded, they do live. You can do that. You sell anything and everything. Just go over to the TikTok marketplace. Once you get in the program, everything, they got it all by categories over there. You start selling, start creating content, and then remember there's a bigger play to this. The bigger play is you're doing this, then you're starting to work with brands. You do brand deals, brand sponsorships. You can get put on retainer for brands where you make so many videos for them a month promoting their products. A lot of times, from what I've seen, if you sell one product good for a brand, they want to bring you some of the other products. All right, and then you just think bigger picture. Start off with TikTok, then I move over to YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and I just build out my brand. A bigger picture is okay. Let's think agency now. All right, I'm doing good, but now let me create this quick curriculum so I can train other people. And I can bring on some other people now, have some other personalities that I train. And now when I get this work in from these brands, I just form it out to my team. They make money as independent contractors, so I go get the brand deals, and I got 20 people on my team, all independent contractors. I got a young guy, I got an old guy, I got an African American, got an Asian person, got an old lady, young man. I got all different kind of demographics. So I could tell that brand that I have an array of people that could review their product and shoot content on it. So that way, what they do is they buy that from you, so they can distribute that all over the internet for their brands. They'll put some over here on Amazon, some over here. Or you guys follow what I'm saying? And they'll pay you to do that. And they'll pay you a retainer. Do so many every month. Why? Because they understand that they got to keep fresh content out there every month too. All right. And again, these brands will start sending you free stuff. Um, I went in, did research on YouTube. I'm still digging through, watching a lot of videos, trying to learn. Be willing to pay money for education. I embarked my way into 3 different communities where you have at least 1,000 to 5,000 people who are involved in different stages of this type of business model. I'm in there learning, watching, listening. And And guys, just go through the process and get set up. I love it. I love it, man. I love it. And this is the thing too, guys, and I'm getting on off here. You want to do your learning. You want to move as fast as you can. I have seen some people say that they took a couple of weeks to get their legs up under them, and then like in week 3 they started making money. I've seen some people say it took a month. Like some people might make like 400. Like the lady I was telling you who made the 56,000. I think her trajectory was like it was like 400 her first month. It was like 1,500 her second month. It was like 4,000 her third. Her fourth she jumped up to 12. Then she jumped up to 20 something. Then she jumped up to the 50 something. All right. And it's just like anything else. It takes time for you to figure it out and get your legs up under you. And it takes time for you to get that machine going. All right. And and there's a lot of things that you could do. And I'm gonna give you guys one more nugget, man. One more nugget that I'm gonna get off here. Let's just talk about TikTok. And now you know you could do this on YouTube, Facebook, and stuff. What I tell people is your bio page is like your website on TikTok. You can make that look a certain way, but you want to create your content in a certain way so you could tell people in your video, go over and check out my bio for this or for that. So when they go over to your bio, the way you got your content and you create your content presents a story or presents what you want. Hey guys, go over to my video and look for the video that says this. All right. And the reason why they can find the video that says that is because inside the cover part of your video, you're putting your titles on there. You see how people do? They put their titles across there. All right. Or go over to my bio and click on the link. Now, this lady that I was talking about that was selling all these clothing made this 50 something thousand. She had a link in the bio set up, right? And then it looks like certain links went to her store on TikTok, which are the items she was selling. Something with something that she liked. She had a brand deal, and it was like different things, right? But she was sending people off to these different digital properties where she was making money at that was around this, and you could do that, and you could tell people. So how do we get the 1,000 followers in order to? This is what I would do. Okay, this is what I do. Sorry, I didn't see this at first. This is what I would do. What I did was to get my 1,000 followers. I did it around. I think when I came online, honestly, I was talking about making money. All right, so I made some videos about making money and buying and selling. And a lot of those kind of videos you can get, or you can just put out something that's humorous or something. But you want to try to. It doesn't matter what you get your 1,000 followers in. Is what I'm saying. All right, because in this particular program, anybody could be your customer. It's not like when you're niche down. If you're selling a watch, or let's say this pen, anybody about this pen. So it don't matter who your followers are. But what I did find out, this is what I did find out. Their software can tell if it's not real followers. You know how people use bots and stuff and they're bot followers? They have to be real people followers. So what I would tell you is just to create a lot of content around certain subjects that get a lot of views. All right. And I'm gonna show you something that you could do. All right. And I saw this with one of my videos I made. Even though you're not in the program, you know you could do a product review, right? You could do a product review, even though you're not in the program. You can literally go to TikTok's shop and order a product and say, hey guys, say I'm a mom of four and I bought this product because I wanted to see if it works. And I'm gonna do an honest review for you guys. You could do that. Make that review and then put that up. That might be enough to get you going. All right. And then you could just keep doing that. Another thing you could do is do what they call controversial, and not controversial in a bad way. You could say, okay, guys, I went to, it don't have to be off the TikTok shop. Hey, guys, I went to Walmart and they had this right here. All right. They had this here. Now, some people swear by this. I don't know. That's why I got it. And I want you guys to chime in and let me know what you think about this. Or have you bought this? Because the more people interact with your video and comment and stuff like that, TikTok takes that video and it thinks that it's popular, it starts pushing it out through the algorithm. All right, if that makes sense. All right, so you could do things like that that causes engagement in the video. And that's why I would kind of do like the product reviews and things like that. All right. But what you want to do is, Margaret, you want to make sure that you do have real followers though. And that's the thing, because we're looking at the long-term game here. You know, you're hopefully getting ready to get in, try to build you something, thinking business and not thinking hustling. So I tell people, don't do none of that craziness, man. Their software is good. All right. Get on there and just start uploading a ton of videos. A ton of videos. All right. And just a ton. And if I was trying to get them 1,000 followers as fast as I could, I would be uploading me a lot of content every day. All right. I would upload a lot of content every day. All right. All right, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and get off this video, and I'll catch you guys on the next one tomorrow. God bless.